Welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge,
And I'm Ashley Sledge.
and let's talk horror. So today we are joined by the amazing Michelle Hanson. Michelle, how you doing today?
Good. How are you?
We
We're
are
good.
doing very well.
Yeah.
But before we talk about why you're here, Michelle, we would like for the people that don't know you to get to know you a little bit. You are a writer and director of short horror films for almost a decade, and you produce all your work through Fearopoly. Now, that Fearopoly is the mission is to make low budget, unconventional horror shorts, whether it's subverting horror tropes or letting the unlikely character survive. Your goal is to have fun and give actors, crew, and storytellers a chance to challenge their own fears. So we know Fearopoly has been going for almost a decade, but what actually started Fearopoly?
So I make horror movies. I also write novels. And I just wanted to put my work out there and give people a chance to see it. And I originally, for Fearopoly, it was originally called Horroropoly. And I created a website, got all the social media. And then as I was creating the website, GoDaddy or whoever I was going through made a suggestion of Fearopoly. And I was like, I kind of like that better. So I had to create everything new just to get Fearopoly.
See, at least that's a good ending. I thought you were going to be like, I did all that and there was already a Horroropoly.
One that was in there like, you're stealing my stuff.
Right. But the best thing about this is you don't have to go far to search for Michelle or for Fearopoly because we have all of her links down in the description below, guys. So make sure you are checking her out, becoming a part of that family as well.
Michelle, can you give us a little non-spoiler synopsis of the film?
Today we're going to be talking about, I should have said that. Today we're talking about season 666.
Of that film?
Yeah. So I should have said that at the beginning. I apologize, Michelle. I apologize, everybody. Today we're talking about the upcoming film, season 666.
Sure. So season 666 is a horror comedy where the dialogue is completely improvised by the cast. The story is we're in the 6th season of a reality game show that pits contestants against a superhuman serial killer.
Oh, nice. So where are people going to be able to see the film at?
It's currently on Tubi. It's also on Fossum TV. That's a new streaming site. Okay. But the ads are plentiful on Fossum. So if you have access to Tubi, that's probably your better bet.
Awesome.
Well, and the best part about that, like I said, guys, you don't have to go far because Ashley and I have those links right down in the description. So make sure you're checking that out after this interview so you can get a little more insight about season 666.
Michelle, can you give us what your inspiration was for this film?
My friends and I, Shane Stefanchik and Andy Batt, we were having breakfast one morning and thought that it would be cool to create a horror improv movie. Some movies, it feels like they just kind of make it up as they went along. And I thought, hey, what if we purposely did that? So we came up with this story of basically having a Michael Myers or a Jason Voorhees type villain is taken by the government and sold to an elite tech company who then creates this Hunger Games arena type place. And just contestants for any reason can go in and try to kill the villain. And if they don't want to, if they don't think that they're going to be successful, they can say, I forfeit, and then they'll be extracted from the arena and they live to see another day. So that was kind of like the story of where we were going with it.
I like that.
Let's go with Jason on that one, because if it was Michael Myers, the contestants would win too easy. So let's give the contestants a challenge.
All they would have to do is pretend to be his mom or his younger self, and he would be tricked, okay?
All they have to do for Michael Myers is learn some type of karate, like Busta Rhymes.
He did not kill him.
No, but he whooped that ass. So now we're just trying to have a little bit of fun here. But we do want to play you guys the trailer for season 666. So let's check that out real quick.
Raymond Burroughs has been a household name, and his crimes are even more famous. For over a decade, Raymond brutally murdered the 29 people who stumbled upon his tiny shack deep in the woods, bringing his grand total to more than 60 people bludgeoned to death by his crowbar. According to some survivors, Raymond developed superhuman strength and can never be killed.
When he was finally caught by the U.S. Green Berets, the federal government agreed it would be too expensive for any prison to house him permanently. Raymond was sold like cattle to the highest bidder.
In 2017, Slice of Life Entertainment created a televised survival reality game with Raymond as the star. Anyone over the age of 18, regardless of reason, could compete to kill Raymond. This is the game's 6th season, season 666, and so far, no one has ever won.
No one has ever won.
No one has ever won.
So now you guys have seen the trailer for season 666. Now you kind of know what you're in for.
So Michelle, can you tell us a little bit about your experience on set?
I'm sure with being in all improv dialogues, the set life had to be a little bit different for this film than most.
Maybe like lighthearted.
Yeah. So prior to filming, I had the scenes kind of mapped out. I knew where I wanted each scene to go. And I met with the actors and said, this is the character trope that you are going to play. We talked about whether they were going to survive the film or not. And based off that, when we were on set, I would tell the two actors when they were in a scene together, okay, I need you to get from point A to point B using your own words. And that's what happened.
They nailed it. That's awesome.
Well, I think a big thing about that, as somebody that's been on sets, that's done some acting, that for your director, your writer, and producers and everybody there to have that much trust in you,
right?
To be able to say, hey, this is point A, this is point B, how we get there, whether it's a curved line, a straight line, or the great circle route, that's on you. So I'm putting all my trust in you. So as an actor, that's going to make me want to go 150% harder.
Absolutely.
Because I have to not only make this work, but I have to impress you along the way. So where are you guys based out of?
I'm in Columbus, Ohio. That's where we filmed season 666. It's I rented an Airbnb for 2 days and we shot the entire film in those 2 days.
Nice.
OH?
IO.
Let's go. So, we're talking about season 666, which is available now on Tubi. The links are down in the description. But do you have any future projects coming up that you would like to discuss?
I do. There's a movie that I shot with my friends last year. It's called Retreat. It's another horror improv. And the reason why I did a second one is season 666 was originally supposed to be very scary. I hired improv actors who do more comedy. So it just generally went into a comedic route, which I love. It really makes the film. But I still wanted to try to make a scary horror improv film. So I did it again with a group of friends, and the goal was, okay, let's just make this scary and try not to be comedic with it. And so we were able to do that.
Nice.
And that's awesome. And like I said, sometimes, especially when you're doing everything improv, you got to zig when they zag.
Yeah,
so if it's coming out a certain way, you don't want to try to force it back the other way. So I love the fact that you were willing. Like I said, I've been on sets with directors that were very, this is the script, this is how you do it, this is how you read it. I've been on with guys and gals that have been like, hey, this is what we're going to do. Let me see some different takes. Let's try to get the best one. But then to be completely improv, like you said, you can't be like, hey, let's do this, and then go back and be like, well, we want this to be a little scarier. The fact that you're giving them the absolute most amount of freedom, that I'm envious of people that get to work with you, because that's absolutely amazing.
That is
Thank
really
you.
awesome.
Thank you. I was taught to collaborate as much as possible. Just because I'm the director and I'm the writer, that doesn't mean I have all the answers. And a lot of times the actors who put so much thought into their character, they know more where this character is going. If there was a situation on set where the character was going somewhere that I didn't want it to be, because either it went against the ending that I had planned or whatever, then I would step in and say, okay, let's tweak this a little bit. But for the most part, they had full control over where they were going.
They knew the assignment.
Yeah, absolutely. And it sounds like they wanted to, give their all. So that's really awesome.
They absolutely did. I'm very thankful for them.
That's awesome. So here on Sledgehammer Horror, our big thing is everyone's first horror movie. Do you remember what your first horror movie was?
I was 4 years old, and it was Jaws.
Nice.
Very nice.
So are you afraid of the ocean now? Like, is it like a
Uh,
terrifying thing?
No, when I was 4, I was afraid to take a bath right after I saw Jaws.
Yeah.
But it eventually prompted my interest in wanting to be a marine biologist. And so
Oh.
I studied sharks, when I was in grade school and high school. I didn't go by the way of marine biology. I actually took criminology.
Okay.
But I will talk sharks anytime, anywhere.
She's like, I didn't go the way of marine biology. I went criminology, and I've arrested 18 sharks. So I just want people to know.
Yeah.
I wore diapers till I was 6 because pee in water, shark in water, no thank you.
Well, so you actually like learned about them, so like they don't actually just want to attack people or eat them.
Right.
We're in their home.
Okay.
It's more like Leatherface.
Yeah, that's not a slasher, okay?
Yeah.
We invaded their home.
We did their home.
Exactly.
So again, I do want to thank you so much, Michelle, for taking time out of your day to come and hang out with Ashley and I, talk about season 666 and the upcoming projects you have. And the best way, guys, for you to stay up to date on all the upcoming projects, not just because of what Michelle's doing, but everything that's going on with Fearopoly, is to follow the social media links. And I got those conveniently right down in the description. So whatever social media links you guys use, or whatever social media you use, make sure you're clicking these links, following them on all their social media platforms. Make sure you're checking out season 666 right now. Not just because of the unique idea of, being on this TV show where you're getting to battle against, but everything is improv, guys. And now that's a hard thing to be able to do, to master improvisation anyway, let alone to be doing it in front of a camera for a whole film. So very fun. Make sure you guys are checking it out. So Michelle, before we let you go, we always want to bounce back to the same question. Season 666 is out now. We talked about some of the things that you have coming up. Some of your older projects, what have you learned from where you started to where you're at right now in filmmaking?
A lot of it, well, recently with season 666, I learned sometimes my vision isn't the best for the project, and to just let go and it'll find itself naturally. Just get over myself, basically.
Well, and especially when you attach actors and actresses to a project, they want this to be good.
They do.
They're not going to go in there and give you a flat performance.
Yeah.
Like
people are watching this. Like, this is potentially
my name's out there too.
Yeah.
I want this to look really good for what I'm doing too.
And sometimes there's happy accidents, like you think that it should be one way, and then this accident happens and it actually turns out better than you had envisioned.
Right.
So
Bruce the shark not working right the whole time.
Absolutely.
Made Jaws so much scarier. So these happy accidents really can happen. So
before each day that we filmed, I would thank the actors for being there, because I would be nothing without them. And I thanked them for their hard work that they had already put in and what they were going to put in. And I just wanted them to know how much I appreciated them being there.
That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, because sometimes it's, hey, this is your job, get to work, do your job. But to let them know, hey, I appreciate you being here. Like, again, that's the type of director that an actor is going to, A, go all out for, B, going to want to work with again.
Absolutely.
Sure.
When you have those fun experiences on set and you don't have somebody throwing hot coffee at you, it makes for a whole lot better reason to want to come back. So thank you so much, Michelle. Please, though, don't go anywhere. Ashley and I do have a couple more questions for you. Everyone else, if you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help build the channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Our links are in the description as well. But until next time, keep talking horror.
Stay who you are.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye, guys.